Hi, I'm Matt Williamson with Yardbarker here to preview the Packers traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. And to me, these are two rather overrated teams. And frankly, I think this might be the worst division in football. And that both these teams probably won't be as strong as they were a year ago, especially in terms of win-loss records. But this is still a very critical game. I have some optimism about the Lions this year, but you still have to think the Packers and Vikings are fighting for the division title. And as I kind of mentioned, I'm not sure the two teams will come out of the North in the NFC. So this game could have a lot of ramifications right off the bat. There's some teams that I think are really interesting in terms of their home field advantage, and the Vikings are at the top of that list. I mean, the noise that they usually create at home in Minnesota just isn't going to be there for them. So I think that's one factor you really have to think about in this matchup. And it's not like, Aaron Rodgers has a hard time going on the road anyway. But when Minnesota has the ball, I expect Adam Thielen to get loads of coverage attention. And that doesn't mean he won't catch passes. It's just going to be a tough sled. Maybe Jari Alexander follows him with help. I mean, I just think they're going to do everything they can to take Thielen out of the equation. And I also think the Vikings can have a tough time protecting Kirk Cousins. It's a really good Green Bay pass rush. But I also think that Irv Smith, who I think is a breakout guy this year, and Dalvin Cook should be very effective as receivers. Shorter throws, getting those guys in stride. And that Packers defense is rather undisciplined. I mean, they kind of play the run on the way to the pass, and they're not great at linebacker to cover Smith and Cook. But I think Cook could break off some big, long runs, too, against an undisciplined defense, on that zone scheme. So a couple things to look for there. On the other side of the ball, I think it's all going to be about Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. I think both those guys are going to get a ton of targets. I think Jones is setting up to get a Alvin Kamara-like role in this offense, and Adams is clearly the one. And while Green Bay's going to try to take away Thielen, I'm sure they'll do everything possible to take away Adams. I just don't trust the new corners in Minnesota nearly as much as the Green Bay guys. And Adams is, frankly, probably the best route runner in the league. So it doesn't always matter what you do to try to take him away. I think it'll be really fun to watch Danielle Hunter paired up with the newcomer, Yannick Ngakoue, coming after Rodgers. And I think David Bakhtiari on the left side should hold up fine. But Rodgers might get a lot of pressure to his right. It would be a bigger deal, in a typical road situation. But that's just something to watch. I have Minnesota squeaking out a close one, 23-20, 24-23 in that neighborhood. But it'll be an interesting and important game. Thanks so much. I'm Matt Williamson with Yardbarker.